Introduction. The script opens with a somber atmosphere, dimly lit room with the protagonist, John, sitting on a stool. His face reflects the scars of the past, his eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and resilience. Narrator, voiceover. In the heart of Sierra Leone, 1997 was a year that plunged the nation into the depths of despair. John, an ordinary man with extraordinary courage, found himself ensnared in a harrowing conflict. This is the tale of his escape from the clutches of war, his journey to Conakry, Guinea, and the indomitable spirit that drove him to survive against all odds. Chapter 1. A Broken Home. Scene: John's humble home in Freetown. Chaos erupts outside as rebel gunfire and screams pierce the night. Narrator, voiceover. Sierra Leone was a war-torn country, and John's peaceful life was shattered when the rebels arrived. His family torn apart, friends killed, and job lost, he faced a life of uncertainty and fear. Chapter 2. Forced solidarity marches. Scene: crowds of people reluctantly marching through the streets under rebel coercion. Narrator, voiceover. The rebels, imposing their will on the people, forced John and countless others into solidarity marches. These marches were a facade as gunfights erupted between rebels and ECOWAS peacekeeping troops, and bombs fell upon the innocent marchers. Chapter 3. Hands of Desperation. Scene: John witnessing rebels violently cutting off people's hands. Narrator, voiceover. In a horrifying act to prevent the population from voting in the proposed election they opposed, rebels resorted to violence, cutting off people's hands. John witnessed these gruesome acts of desperation that left scars not only on the victims, but also on the collective psyche of the nation. Chapter 4. Burning Horrors. Scene: John seeing houses and buildings engulfed in flames. Narrator, voiceover. The rebels left a trail of destruction in their wake, setting fire to houses, buildings, and communities. John saw his surroundings consumed by flames, a symbol of the chaos and devastation brought about by the conflict. Chapter 3. House-to-House Nightmare. Scene: John hiding in a cramped attic as rebel soldiers search houses below. Narrator, voiceover. Night after night, rebels combed the streets, searching for those who did not support them. John found himself hiding in cramped attics, his heart pounding with fear as his life hung in the balance. Chapter 4. The Disappearance of a Friend. Scene: John reminiscing about his close friend Michael who disappeared. Narrator, voiceover. One fateful day, John's dear friend Michael disappeared without a trace. The loss weighed heavy on his heart, but it only fueled his determination to escape. Chapter 5. The Perilous Escape. Scene: John found himself penniless and trapped. Desperation consumed him as he struggled to survive while awaiting money wired by a British friend. John sneaking through the darkened streets of Freetown, hiding from rebel patrols. Narrator, voiceover. Determined to survive, John embarked on a perilous journey. With each step, he evaded rebel threats, hunger gnawing at his stomach, and the haunting images of people he knew being killed. Chapter 6. A Beacon of Hope. Scene: John receiving a wire transfer and tears of relief streaming down his face. Narrator, voiceover. As days turned into weeks, John's faith was rewarded. A wire transfer from his British friend brought tears of relief and renewed hope. Chapter 7. Escape to Neighboring Countries. Scene: John traveling on foot through the dense jungle, crossing into neighboring countries. Narrator, voiceover. With no other choice, John embarked on a treacherous journey through the dense jungles, crossing borders into neighboring countries, seeking refuge from the horrors of war. Chapter 8. Escape to Conakry and living the life of a refugee. Scene: John arriving in Conakry, Guinea, traumatized and exhausted. John finally paid his way for himself and his family to travel to Conakry, Guinea. Narrator, voiceover. Finally reaching Conakry, Guinea, John went to live with his younger sister's family, who were also hosting his mum, brothers, sisters, nephews, etc., who had earlier on escaped from Freetown. Conclusion. Scene: John, now a survivor, standing on the shores of Conakry, the sea stretching endlessly before him. Narrator, voiceover. John's journey was one of unimaginable hardships, loss, and despair. But it was also a testament to the human spirit's resilience and determination. His escape from the abyss of war serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can be found and survival is possible. The script concludes with John gazing out at the horizon, a symbol of the brighter future he now envisions. End.